Good morning, explorers. Welcome back to another vlog. We are, what I guess I should start off with saying, May the 4th be with you. Today is May 4th. It's Star Wars Day. So I was trying to think of like, if we can't be at the park to go celebrate Star Wars Day, what are we gonna do? So someone got us this amazing book for Christmas about Disney parks and their cookbook. Well, we're gonna make some blue milk today. So I'm pretty excited about this. I don't know if you guys ever had blue milk. If you have, leave it in the comments if you like it or not, because it is a mixed reaction if people like blue milk or they don't like blue milk. But we're gonna make blue milk today in celebration of Star Wars Day. Also, we're gonna take another recipe from this book that we've been craving. We're gonna make some LaFou's Brew as well today. I have the ice cream machine, my ice cream maker ready. The bowl has been in the freezer for over 24 hours, so we're gonna make some LaFou's Brew. We're also gonna make, like I said, blue milk, and we're just gonna celebrate Star Wars Day the best that we can, and probably a Star Wars movie later tonight. But before we do the Star Wars movie, we also are gonna go on a boat later. So I'm pretty excited about that. So we're gonna bring the camera and you guys can see where we live and what we get to see around us. So you guys ready? Awesome, let's go do this.
Well, before we go shopping and we do all those things though, I have to prepare for my Disney run in January, which I know we still have a lot of time, but I'm still fairly new to running and still in my weight loss journey. So it's time to go run. But first, let's look at this beautiful view of my town that I live in. Like, come on. It's gorgeous. I love it. It's not Disney World, but it's pretty damn close. I like it. No, it's not even close at all. I'm lying. But it is pretty. I love it.
So, it's time to run. Whew. Not a long run, but definitely a good one. Baby steps to get ready for this marathon. Holy moly. So I wanted to come back in the car for a second just to kind of get some air conditioning on before we kind of move on. But I'm gonna do a full video one day where I'm just gonna do a walk around of my town, Beaufort, South Carolina. Well, I mean, it's the town that I picked. I didn't grow up here. I grew up in Chicago, but it's the town that I picked to live for now. And it is a great town, a lot of history. I'm a huge history buff, all types of history. So for me, it was really cool to live here in a place that just had so much history in it. And it's really cool. It's really unique. It's awesome. So I am going to do a full video one day of all the things around here because there is a lot of movies have been filmed here as well, like Forrest Gump. So I'll do some videos on that later on. But for now, we are going to get about our day. But I'm going to show you a couple cool things real quick that I found along my run. Let's go check them out. So this is one of the houses that I came across on my run, which I think is absolutely awesome. And it's probably, I think to me, the epitome of historic in this area. This is the Burner Barnwell's house, or Sam's house, sorry, in Beaufort, South Carolina. It was circa 1852, they believe, and it is a Greek revival or Renaissance style home. The cool thing about this is that during the Civil War, this house was actually used as a Union hospital. It was the 8th hospital for the Union for soldiers that were injured. There wasn't a lot of battles down in this area, but there were some in surrounding areas, and this was a hospital for the Union soldiers in this area. And now I think it's just someone's personal home, possibly passed down through lineage according to county records. But take a walk to the side real quick and let me just show you this because it is an amazing house. It's so cool. Just the history that surrounds this house, from this brick wall to the actual house itself. And then back here is another historic area. So this house also had, back in the day, slave quarters.
So it was a pretty big property per se. But back here is where they used to have like the horses, stables. I'm not sure exactly where the slave quarters may have been, or even if they're still standing. But this was a stable area, and it's a big L-shaped building, which is really neat. So it kind of goes that way a little bit more. So there definitely could have been a chance that this could have been part of the housing as well. But it is such a cool house, so much history in it. And when I saw it on my run today, I was like, I have to stop because it is so cool. And it's something you don't see much of. But if you're coming in this area and you're looking around, you got to come to this whole part of Buford and just check out all the different homes. And again, I'm going to do a full vlog one day where I'm going to walk through this whole area and show you all the different homes and historic things. But I thought it'd be cool. But yeah, check this out. Look at these trees. Big old oaks. Oh, it's beautiful.
All right, so I'm back home from shopping. I didn't film any of the experience because Publix was a nut house. But I changed into, well, it's Christmas, but I changed into my Grogu shirt. And Harlow is joining me in her Anna dress. So I got all the ingredients, and we're going to start with LaFou's Brew because there's a few things that we need to do with the LaFou's Brew. Mainly because I could not find marshmallow syrup anywhere, so I am going to make my own. I found a super simple recipe that makes just a quick little marshmallow syrup. The first thing you have to do though is you have to toast the marshmallows. So I'm gonna toast these marshmallows and get them cooking. Alright, so I did a quick toast with the marshmallows with my brulee gun. If you don't have one of these, get them. They're amazing. Not just for cooking, but just for everything else. So they're pretty awesome. So I took the marshmallows and I just... Well, that little blue, that's going to be for later. That's going to be for blue milk. Right now we're going to do LaFou's Brew. Right? So I toasted the marshmallows, and then what we got to do next is we got to add everything to the pan to make our simple syrup. So,
Dada,
yes,
can I have some marshmallow?
you could have a marshmallow. Here, you ready?
Uh-huh.
Put your hand out. I'm gonna give you a couple. Whoop. So, half a cup of water, 1 cup of granulated sugar. I know it seems like a lot, but you're making a simple syrup. So the simple syrup has to have all those things in it. And then...
This is a little bit sour.
And no, we're not putting any Skittles in here. No, we're not. And then all you do is you basically take all your marshmallows that you toasted.
Dada, one more marshmallow.
You want one more marshmallow? Go ahead, take them. All right, good job. So we take our marshmallows and then we basically put them in here.
Don't worry, I'll take this one.
So we got all our marshmallows in there. I'm gonna add a little bit of vanilla extract or vanilla paste, which I prefer for vanilla paste. And then we're just gonna melt this down into a syrup. Let's go do that.
And
All right, so what? What
we're
are you
gonna
gonna say?
do brew, drink, and we're gonna just do milk, and we're just gonna do juice.
Yes, we're gonna make blue milk because it is Star Wars Day, right?
It's right here.
Yes. Can you say "May the 4th be with you"? Say it. Say "May the 4th be with you." Okay. No, we won't say that. Okay. So blue milk, according to the book, and again, it's called the Unofficial Disney Park Cookbooks, but from everything that I read, it is pretty spot on to all the recipes that are inside the parks. So the blue milk one, which this is the same exact recipe as well for green milk. So if you want to make green milk, go for it. All it is food coloring. Oh no, we're not gonna do that just yet. So it's the same recipe. It's just green food dye compared to blue food dye. So what we need is pineapple juice, rice milk, coconut milk canned. I'm going with the light version of the coconut milk. I just like it a little bit more, especially because, trying to count some calories. Passion fruit juice, watermelon syrup, which you can pick up at any liquor store. It's where they do all their mixes at. And last but not least is the blue food dye or food gel. So we're going to be using the food dye. And then really, it's so what this recipe does is that you're supposed to put it inside of an ice cream machine and make it into a slushie. But unfortunately, I'm making LaFou's Brew, which I need the ice cream machine for more. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to add some ice to this. Uh-oh, you got blue all over you. We're going to add some ice to this, and we are going to kind of mix it up a little bit. So let's make this. All right, so we need 1 cup of pineapple juice. You ready? All right, let's do this. Let's do this.
Can I do it? Can I do it?
You could help me pour it in. All right.
Can I
Ready? Pour it in. Pour. Lift it up. All right. All right, so 1 cup of pineapple juice. And then we're doing a 1/2 cup of rice milk.
Can I do it?
So I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know what went into blue milk. So yeah, go ahead. It's kind of interesting what goes into blue milk. So it doesn't surprise me why people are so confused on the flavor profile of it. But it is what it is. And then we're also going to do a 1/2 cup of canned coconut milk. Okay.
Can I do it?
Yep. Here we go. Let's go. Tip it. Nope, tip it. Ah!
You almost missed me.
Almost. And then we're doing a 1/2 cup of passion fruit juice, which, by the way, if you guys take this passion fruit juice that you can get at the store and you mix this with like sweet tea or even just regular iced tea, it is so good. Here you go. Yep, go ahead. All right, good job. And then we're just gonna be doing a tablespoon of the watermelon syrup, which I'm gonna eyeball just because that's about a tablespoon. All right, so we're gonna give it a quick blend real quick, and then we're gonna add the blue to it, and then we're gonna add some ice to it, and see how close this actually comes to. It. All right, so we have that blended up, and then actually while that was blending, Casey pulled up a recipe off of the internet, and it said it was the official blue milk drink. And the only difference is that it didn't show passion fruit; it showed dragon fruit in the mix as well. Which I did realize that I did forget to add lime juice, which is about just a tablespoon of lime juice. And then I did find, or Casey found, that the green milk is actually a completely different recipe according to this page she found on the internet. So that's interesting. So we may have to compare and see what those are to this one. We'll have to do it on a different video though, because I don't have any dragon fruit juice. But all right, so we got this mixed up here. We're gonna add some blue now. Is that exciting? Where did you put the blue?
I don't know.
A few moments later.
All right, so we're gonna add some of the blue dye that makes it blue milk. It doesn't really tell you, it says 2 drops, so we're gonna try that with the recipe and see if it basically resembles what the blue milk looks like. Yeah. And then we're gonna add a little bit of ice to it, where we're gonna blend it up and try to make it as close as we can to a slushie, and then we'll try it, right?
Yeah.
You wanna see how it tastes? All right, you help me squeeze, you ready? And 1 drop in, 2 drops, all right. Let's blend this up. Now let's get some ice. All right, so we got some ice. We're gonna add it to it, blend it up, and we're gonna try it and see how close this is to Galaxy's Edge blue milk and yes, sour squeeze. Ready? So blue milk is done. I have to say the color profile is actually pretty close to the blue milk that you get inside the parks and also this. It looks like the drink in the picture is a little bit darker, but that could be lighting. But let's see what it looks like. You ready to try it? All right. You ready? Cheers.
Cheers.
What do you think?
Good.
It actually is pretty good. Taste-wise, compared to Galaxy's Edge, it's not far off, but I think the difference of the passion fruit to the dragon fruit might actually do it. Because dragon fruit's not as sweet as a passion fruit is. So I think if it was that, it definitely would be, but it's pretty spot on. Color-wise, it's spot on, and flavor-wise, it's spot on. I like it. The slushy-wise, it didn't work with the ice.
It's a little sour.
You can go ahead, put a Skittle in it. Good job.
But
I bet if it was in an ice cream maker, it'd be way better. So not too bad. Let's move on to LaFou's Brew. All right, so we're moving on to LaFou's Brew. My homemade, well, I think what might be homemade. I don't know if you can see it, but it's nice and dark from all the toasted marshmallows that I had in there. I'm just gonna take it through a strainer, a fine mesh strainer. And this is just gonna help get all of the foam that is left over from the marshmallows out. So take it through a fine, actually that looks pretty close to all the pictures that I have seen of what a syrup would look like. So it's actually not too bad without spilling all over the place. It smells amazing. So we're gonna cool this down while we get everything else ready for the ice cream machine. And once that's cool, we'll add it to everything and then go about this and make our LaFou's Brew. All right, so we're about to start LaFou's Brew, which I'm pretty excited about. The toasted marshmallow syrup is still cooling down, so we have just a little bit more on that, and then we can get into the ice cream machine. And then once that and the apple juice is in the ice cream machine, it'll take roughly about 15 to 20 minutes to do, which for you guys will be instantaneous. For us, we'll have to smell it. But while that continues cooling down, we're gonna make the whipped cream topping that goes on top. So you need 1 cup of heavy whipping cream.
One slide.
And 1 slide. And then we're gonna be doing 3 tablespoons of mango juice.
And just 1 green.
Which is just one of these, right? So we're gonna do 3 tablespoons of mango juice, which again, I'm kind of eyeballing it. Years of working in the kitchen, I got used to eyeballing everything. And your green nutmeg, yes.
Yeah.
And then we also are gonna be adding some more passion fruit juice to this, which is another 3 tablespoons.
And I'm Anna.
And you're dressed like Anna, yes. And then the last thing that we need for LaFou's Brew, for this at least, is we need a 1/4 cup of confectioner's sugar, which we will measure that one out so we make sure that we're not over sugaring it. So take a 1/4 cup of confectioner's sugar. So you can use a stand mixer if you have that, or what I like is a hand blender. We're gonna be using a hand blender. I feel it's just a lot quicker when making whipped cream, so here we go. All right, so I switched this cup up and I forgot that I have the Ninja blender. So I actually put it in the Ninja blender because it was way quicker than the hand mixer. So if you have that, use it. But as you can see, it's thick and it is really good. It tastes identical to what goes on top of it. So the marshmallow syrup is ready, which, look at that. That is pure toasted marshmallow syrup. We're gonna combine this with the apple juice, get this in the ice cream machine. When we come back from this, we will be assembling LaFou's Brew and really, really, really hope that it tastes identical because it is one of our favorite treats from Disney. It's a must stop for us every single time that we're there. So let's go, let's try this. All right, so we are back and we are, I don't even know why I don't know why, it's not like we're a cooking show. We're back. So we have in here 3 cups of cold water, also 12 ounces of apple juice. It asks for concentrate. The problem with the concentrate is that I just couldn't find it at the store, so I just said apple juice. But look at that syrup. So this calls for 3 tablespoons of the syrup, which we're gonna kind of eyeball again. That looks good. We're gonna give this a quick mix up. We're gonna get it inside the ice cream maker. Let's go do this. You ready? Ready? So LaFou's Brew is done. So during the process, I actually added a little more marshmallow flavor. I gave it a test try about halfway through, just stuck a spoon in there, and it just didn't have enough of that flavor, so I added just a tad bit more to kind of top it off. So I went probably about 4 tablespoons compared to the 3, but I cannot wait to show you this. I have 2 different glasses. I have one of this, I have a little wine glass to show you a cross section, and obviously I have to do something, so I'm gonna put it in our Olaf glass. We used to have a LaFou's Brew souvenir mug, but I think somewhere along moving it got thrown out or something, which I'm bummed about because that'd be so amazing to put it in, but at least we have Olaf, you know, and he likes cold hugs now. So let's get this served up. Let's do this. So let me tell you, this looks amazing. So here's the cross section of it with the frozen apple juice and toasted marshmallow. And then the top, I have to say, from what I tried so far, just tasting everything, the topping is perfect. The actual LaFou's Brew, I think, needs a little bit more marshmallow other than the 4 that I put in, but it's amazing. This one's for Casey. Harlow and I are gonna share Olaf, and I'm pretty excited. So let's do a taste test real quick and see how this tries. You wanna try it? All right, let's do it. So, you ready? Let's get a little bit of it all. What do you think? So I feel the whipped topping is perfect.
Theirs is more foamy.
Yeah, the whipped topping, I feel the
is more foamy.
correct. Yeah, the flavor is perfect on the topping. It does need a little bit foamier, which I'm not sure if I did whip it enough. The actual apple juice mixture is pretty spot on. I would say just a tad bit more marshmallow would probably put it exactly where the parks have it, but this is LaFou's Brew. This is so good, and I'm really happy we did it. I know it's not part of Star Wars Day, but we did do blue milk, which I'm still drinking. So may the 4th be with you. Happy Star Wars Day. We're gonna go on a boat. Wanna join us? Come on. So I didn't get a chance to really, I guess, talk much on the boat ride, but it was so much fun. We had such a good time on the river, and we stopped off at a little sandbar and went swimming for a little bit. So time kind of got away from us in that sense, but we had a fantastic time with our friends on the river, on the boat. Also had a great dinner at a local pizzeria. So it was a good day. I mean, we had a lot done today between running for the marathon, making blue milk, LaFou's Brew, going on the boat. I mean, there was a ton of stuff to do today, and we had a great time. And we thank you for joining us on this journey, and go green. So, well, thank you guys so much. Come explore with us again. Hopefully we'll see you soon. Have a good night.